Is anyone going to help me?
Dude, you're the one with the muscles, all right? So you do your thing. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
And after 3 years of uni, I'd rather just chill. That's a good shot.
Can we all just get drunk and forget about all this camping nonsense, okay? I mean, personally, I don't mind. I can sleep in the fucking car, all right? Look at my face. It's a pretty face. I don't want to get bitten by bugs and mosquitoes, all right?
Okay, guys, don't be a bunch of losers, please. Can we just get this camp set up? Okay, we'll party later.
You know what? I didn't complete the degree, okay?
What?
I didn't complete it, all right? I just didn't have it in me. So you guys, you can celebrate. I'm gonna toast to life.
I mean, who are the idiots at this point? Is it your friends or...
And Kim, why did you bring this big-ass chair? We're in the woods, not the oyster box.
Excuse me, I didn't agree to sit on these dirty floors over here.
The hotel was built for the elite. Anyone who was anyone attended its lavish parties on the valley. But all that ended when we released the demon. The residents of the hotel just disappeared.
Oh, for goodness sake, we're adults. Can we stop talking about ghost stories? Can we talk about something with a bit more substance? The Tokolosh movie? Psychological mind fuck.
Can you tell us why you insisted on coming on this camp trip if you're going to be an asshole the entire time?
Just want to talk about something with a bit more substance, okay? Is that a bad thing, Alicia? Look, not everyone has got a perfect family like you. You think you've got it all figured out.
Okay, guys, over here. You know what? We got some more crucial things to do. So, how about some selfies for my socials? You know what? It's so retro.
Terry, man, once you finish the semester,
Capitalism, my friend. Why do we need the degree? To get a higher paying salary. No one ever tells you that you can do it without it. Swear to God, dude. School should be teaching us how to be fucking entrepreneurs and not bloody sheep.
Guys, where do we pee here?
In the bush.
Are you kidding me?
Is it a number 1 or number 2?
Shut up, man.
Kim, you can pee behind the car.
Really? Alicia? Would you come with me?
Why don't you take one of your 50,000 followers?
Well, at least I have followers. Take your 50,000 followers. Bet you they don't even have 2,000.
I'm telling you, the Kardashians, moguls. Kim would agree with me.
You know what, guys? Where is she anyway?
Must be constipation.
Kim!
Goodness me.
What's that? Guys, I think we should look for her. Cherry, you take this.
Kim!
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 Kim! Kim! Kim!
Kim! Kim! Kim! Mark! Wake up, Mark!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are assembled here for a very sacred ceremony, the ceremony of holy matrimony. As when Adam and Eve was around, there was someone for everyone. And today we are assembled here to witness the marriage of Michael to Catherine as they embark on this historic journey of man and wife. So without much further ado, I'm now going to start the proceeding. Do you, Catherine, take Michael to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, till death do you part?
I do.
And do you, Michael, take Catherine to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, till death do you part?
Do I have a choice?
Not really, she's already accepted you.
I do.
So, with the power vested in me by the Lord, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
So is this what you dreamt about as a little girl?
Isn't this what every little girl dreams of? Look, this is perfect, and it's about a union that matters, not material things, right? Plus, if we went for a big, expensive wedding, we'd have to pay for things like flowers and people and cards and ugh. Who needs to deal with that stress? You know, it's just kind of odd not meeting the parents of the man I just married or anything.
You know they're abroad. You'll meet them sooner than you think.
I'm not changing my surname.
Yes, you are. So now we married, you're too good to drive?
Stay here.
Where are you going?
To call someone. There's no reception. There's no reception. I think we have to walk.
Walk where, Michael? There's only bush.
It's gonna get dark soon, and I'm not sure what's in these bushes.
So you want to go into the bushes with no protection. Now let's just stay here and wait till the day.
If we go up, we could find a house, we could use their phone, we can get a tow truck. And think about it. Think about what a romantic story this is gonna be for our grandkids. We go on honeymoon, we get stranded in the middle of nowhere.
If we live to tell the tale. Fine, come.
Drunk, I don't know what I was doing, and it just happened. It just happened, I was there, and
Michael, you kissed my sister. Do you understand how me marrying you after that makes no sense at all? And how can I approach my own sister when I feel such disgust and hate feelings I should be projecting towards you? She doesn't even have the dignity to pick up the phone, and you keep bringing it up like it's a casual Saturday night.
Look, it was a Christmas party, and your dad was pouring drinks like it was...
Are you blaming my dad? You're a fucking asshole.
I said I'm sorry. Maybe they can help us.
This isn't a bed and breakfast. We can't just walk into someone's home.
We're in the middle of nowhere. Do you have better options? Hello? Hello? Gonna look for someone.
Hello? Hello?
palms together. Breathing out, let's pull the hands down to the heart center and gently fold forward, rounding your spine. On the inhale, slowly straighten
Thank
out.
you. Sorry I'm late, ladies. I had a bit of a rough start this morning, but we are going to go through the exercise that we learned last week. Just to recap, it is right, left, right, left, right, left.
Hey, Catherine.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, and you?
I'm okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the class this morning.
We loved it. It was awesome.
That's good because I woke up a little rough today.
We all have those days.
You know.
How's things going? Have you told your mom about Michael?
Not yet, but I think I'm going to a bit later on this week, but you know how my mom is. She's not a fan of these kind of things, and yeah, just...
It's a tricky one. It's
Yeah.
a really tricky one.
Yeah. It is what it is, but I do think I'm going to tell her a bit later, and... But when's our next class?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, I'll see you ladies then.
Bye, Catherine. Bye.
Hello? Michael! Michael? Michael? You scared me. I'm sorry we just came in, the door was open. We have money we could pay. I'm really sorry. There's someone that... There was someone there.
I can't believe you found all this stuff. I'm sorry.
You know, this has still been one of the most epic adventures I've ever been on. Yeah, this manor is spooky, creepy, and dusty, but as long as I'm with you, I know I'm safe. But I did see someone down the hallway.
Look, you're tired. You're mentally exhausted. Remember that time you thought there was someone outside our flat? Remember that time you thought that guy stole your purse?
No! It was banging on the door opened.
You want me to check?
No. But I do want you to lock the door because I want to consummate our marriage.
Oh, I've got a headache. I'm so tired.
What?
Can we just sleep?
No.
Let's just sleep. Let's just come on.
No.
Can I just sleep?
Hey. Are you okay? Are you okay? Michael and I are getting married.
Michael? That boy?
Yes.
You cannot marry that boy, Catherine.
Why?
He's a bad boy. He's not
Is
good
it because
for
he's
you.
Indian?
You know, if your father was alive...
If my father was alive, what?
Catherine, are you sleeping with that boy? Are you sleeping with him? Is that why you want to get married to him?
No!
Please tell us if you are sleeping with that boy.
No! No! I'm gonna remain that way till marriage.
Catherine, we need to know. Catherine, please call your sister. Catherine?
let's get married tonight.
Catherine, where's your sister?
Michael, wake up. I told you somebody's here. Michael? Michael? You better be calling AA. Michael? This is scary. Where have you been?
I found Wi-Fi. Come on, we needed it. What? What's wrong? What?
Let's play a game. We play a very simple game. If you get all three correct, I will let you go. Otherwise, I'm going to cut off your finger. Question number one. Where is Nelson Mandela?
Kunu.
Question number two. In which horror movie is a victim swallowed on the television?
Poltergeist.
Question number three. How do you know word?
Shut up. Stop crying. You hear that banging? We're working on your husband. Shut up.
Michael, wake up. Michael! Michael! Michael!
Why did you cut off her finger? Listen here. We're gonna be doing more than just cutting off her finger. We're gonna eat her organs. We're gonna drain her blood, so what's the problem? You know I like it perfect. Perfect. You're an imbecile. You want more? Do you want more? Do you want more? Get out of here. Have some respect. Where are you going? listens to me. He is the boss. He's the head of the castle. He's the head of the throne. I'm gonna kill him. He's next. You wanna kill Michael? You wanna kill my brother? I'll kill him next. I'll sacrifice him next. He's gonna get it. Thank God I got you to talk to down here. Otherwise, I'd lose my fucking mind. But you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Hey. Hey. Hey, are you okay?
Alicia. 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 What are you doing here? Are you hurt? Come on.
What are you doing here? Hey. What are you doing here?
Catherine. Three men tried to kidnap me and kill my friends.
How long have you been here? Come.
Sorry. I don't know, but we have to leave. They want to sacrifice us as virgins.
But there were two men.
They were three.
Michael. Oh my God.
This was so easy. Meet the family. My brother Ed. My father, Dr. John. Doctor in theology, if you want to know. This is what you wanted, right, Catherine? To meet the family?
You see, ladies, when I heard of the prospect of having two virgins, that too in one household or two different places, I salivated at the prospect. Therefore, both of you all are here.
Yes, it was a bit of a long-haul plan, but we knew this basement would be your new home. And, as you can see, your sister's already spent some time with us. We needed her to get to you. We even had to sacrifice our own brother in the process. Poor Mark. We do miss him.
Mark was such a woman. He was a weakling like his mother. Therefore, we had to sacrifice. You see, ladies, sacrifice is the name of the game. Sacrifice.
And kissing you at that party was so genius, you slut. You like that, don't you? And Mark delivered you on a silver platter. We do miss him, don't we, boys?
It's like I said, it was all just so easy. All we had to do was break you sisters up. No connection, no communication. Made it all the easier for us to sacrifice you tonight at midnight. Just like we did with Mark.
You bunch of sickos.
Now, we get to live forever.
And I do love you, Catherine, don't get me wrong. So when we cut you open, I'll make sure it's nice and slow.
You'll never get away with this.
We already have, my dear. Ed, tie both of them up, and Michael, join me for a drink in the living room, my son.
Don't fuck up.
remember when we used to be close?
Inseparable.
Why did we let a man come between us?
It was mud. I had too much to drink.
All I know is that I'm not leaving until those weirdos are dead.
Let's put our gym training to practice and kill those fuckers.
Let me do the honors.
Shh.
好来了。Killer.
"50 years ago, while working my job as a train attendant, I met a man who told me he could give me everything my heart desired. I really didn't believe him. Obviously, I wanted to vouch. However, he seemed very sincere, so I decided to ask him for immortality. He said immortality is almost impossible to achieve. However, he can prolong your life for many decades if you follow this plan every decade. He told me that if I could do this, I could live forever. He was tired of living for over 300 years, so he decided to pass on his gifts to me and my family. He said that if I just followed all his instructions, I can see immortality. He looked me in the eye and asked me if I had it in me to do the unthinkable. And I asked him, what was the unthinkable? He told me that I might have to resort to cannibalism. Son, I thought about it. If we eat humans once in 10 years, it'll be a nice change from the sheep and crocodile that we eat. You know, son, I even fed it to you, bluffing you that it's sheep liver and heart as kids. Obviously, I bribed it, and fed it to all my boys unremorsefully. And then I killed one of my children, the weakest one, of course, your brother Charles, like how I just killed Mark. He laid a book down on the table and took me down a path of murder and reward. Son, this is the book of immortality. He explained that there existed a God that could grant eternal life and sustenance. Now, everything I wanted, especially immortality, was closer than I imagined. I only had to do one thing every 10 years. Sacrifice 2 virgins and a family member as a gift to the throne of the castle, and immortality is guaranteed for another 10 years. I was first hesitant. I looked at my life and decided that sacrifice is the only way to attain the dreams of my family. So as the decades went by, I killed and killed. Since you've come of age, you can now take over the family business, son. First son, get married to a non-virgin, because you'll be a widower very soon. Because your lovely bride and your sister-in-law are going to be our midnight snack. Have many children, since the weakest one will be sacrificed in 10 years' time. I sacrificed the weak and mentored the strong. You are now the new heir to the throne. Son, I've lived far too long. Like the man at 50 years ago, I'm tired, so let's toast to your crown.
Nonsense. You've got many years ahead of you. There's so much more you need to teach me. Think about it, those girls running up and down. It wouldn't be the same without you. I always loved that story, but you never told me what happened to that man.
Once he handed me the book, I never saw him again. He vanished.
Should we have that drink?
Sure. I'm proud of you, my son. With your help and with those organs, we'll live for another 10 years. Cheers.
I need to pee, Dad.
When are you going to handle whiskey like your old man?
In 10 years.
Eddie, did you tie up the girls? It's time for our midnight snack, my son. I need to get the fire going. What's wrong with you? Do you want to end up like your brother Mark?
Stop. That's enough. Come. That's enough.
Dad. Dad! Who did this to you? Dad.